There we go. Okay, welcome everyone to the Spring 2024 End of Semester Special Topics Program seminar. Just a little bit about the Special Topics Program as a review. This program started about 4 years ago by one of our STEM and Leaf Corps members, William Kariampusa. I'm not sure if I pronounced his last name correctly, but William's amazing. He started this program and passed it off to me in fall of 2020. So he started it in spring as completely in person. And in fall of 2020, as you all know, everything was online. So we transferred to an online format, and that's worked out very well. It's been very successful. Our program size is drastically different every semester. This semester, we had a little bit of a smaller program, which there's nothing wrong with that. We are perfectly fine with having small programs as long as we're making impacts on students that want to learn things. So, just how today's going to work. We have, I believe, three groups that are going to be presenting or showing the work that they've done in some way or talking about the work that they've done throughout the semester. And you can share as much or as little as you want. I'd say no longer than 10 minutes per group, so we can end around 3:30. But if you have a lot to say, then that's perfectly fine. And what else? My name's Anna Schmeeding. I'm one of the directors for the Special Topics program. I'm a high school teacher and I'm going to vet school in August. So you probably won't see as much as me next year if you continue with the program. Ting, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm King. I'm the co-director for this program, one of them, and I'm currently a PhD student at UT Austin.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, I don't have a specific order set, so would anyone like to go first? Michaela, would your group like to go first?
Yeah, we can. So I'm one of the mentors for the Intro to Neuroscience group, and one of our students has prepared a video over one of the fundamental parts of neuroscience, which is ion channels. Um, I do believe she'll need to share the screen to do so, um, if that's available.
Yeah, try sharing. Let's see if it works. Let me know if it doesn't.
It's telling me host disabled participant screen sharing.
Oh. Um, mm, Let me change that. I'm looking at where it usually is. Sorry, guys,
Is it
I'm
not at the
usually
bottom?
tech savvy. Yeah, it says share, and then usually it says let more than one person share at once or enable screen sharing. For some reason, it's not doing that. Mm. What's the name of the student that wants to share? Maybe I can make them a co-host.
Huluju. My name's Irene, but it's
Okay.
what it calls me.
Okay, let's see. I'll make you. Okay, you're the host
Oh,
now, so you
yes.
should be able to share, and then you can just pass it on to whoever
Hey,
wants to share next.
this is just a really short little video about ion channels. Let's see. I'll start playing it. The nervous system in the human body is the network of nerves that senses and controls everything we do. Neurons, while located primarily in the brain and the spinal cord, also have nerves sending signals throughout our entire body. These neurons are surrounded by a membrane that is selectively permeable, meaning it only allows certain ions through. The three types of ion channels that facilitate this process are voltage-gated, ligand-gated, and mechanosensitive. Voltage-gated are the most prevalent and are very highly selective. They're activated by nearby charge and only allow specific ions to pass through. These can include sodium, potassium, calcium, and chloride specifically. They can be compared to a bouncer that only lets certain people through into the club beyond. Ligand-gated open to specific quote-unquote ligands, such as neurotransmitters of chemical messengers. These can be opened by drugs and will close after a specific time. Think of a tollgate that opens when money or tickets are given. Mechanosensitive respond to mechanical stress. This can include changes in volume, stretching of the cell membrane, or muscle stimulation. This stress will change the shape of the channel, allowing ions to pass through. Think of a normal door where people push it open to walk through.
That's awesome. I love videos like this on YouTube that like break everything down and they draw it. I feel like drawing helps remember things. But thank you
Yeah,
so
that
much
was
for
awesome.
sharing.
Of course.
Yeah. So, what can y'all give like a rundown of what you studied in your group this semester or just like some highlights or anything?
Yeah, so we a majority of the semester we talked about neuroscience at the cell level, which a big part of it was ion channels and the membrane, since that is important for neurons. And near the last half, we started talking about the clinical applications, so diseases that are associated with issues in membrane and neurons.
That's awesome. And then Michaela, who else was the mentor for your group or the other mentors?
Ariana, yeah, she's here, and Katie.
Nice. Do y'all have anything that you want to add? Like anything that you feel like you want to showcase that you did really well this year?
I don't think so. Michaela?
I don't have. Oh, no, I was gonna say I don't have anything in particular, but
Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing. All right. Next up, let's see. Ting, does your group want to go next?
Sure, yeah. Irene or Leilani, do either of you have the PowerPoint?
Yes, I'll stream it.
Yeah,
Give me
we
1
had-
second. Okay, Nailani, do you want to start off?
Yeah, I can start. So hi guys. We went through like the cancer biology special topic, and we're just gonna give you guys like a intro and like overview of kind of what we talked about these past few weeks. And so, yeah, we can skip this slide. So like, our topic being like cancer biology, like to start off the topic, because obviously you're not expected to know everything about cancer, or really even anything about cancer walking into the topic. So our mentors really just explained to us what cancer is and like any common misconception of cancer. And then later on, we were able to get like a deeper look into cancer research and read various like research papers. Next slide. Okay, yeah. So like what is cancer? So cancer is like a group of diseases that are characterized by uncontrolled cell growth and spread of like abnormal cells in the body. So like normal cells may grow, divide, and like die in a regulated manner, but cancer cells lose that ability. This can occur to like genetic mutations, which are caused by various factors. But also let me know if I'm talking too fast. But yeah, so some genes like are called oncogenes have the potential to like cause cancer when mutated or overexpressed. And these genes promote cell growth and division. But like I guess they're opposite. Tumor suppressor genes regulate cell growth, repair DNA damage, and promote cell death. So like they kind of stop that. And mutation in these genes can lead to the development of cancer. Now, in regards to symptoms for cancer, it's hard to kind of give like a one, like one few symptoms that tell you, okay, I have cancer, as this may just be underlying diagnosis for another disease. And there's so many types of cancers that it's hard to fit all symptoms into one box. But overall, like maybe a lump or area that can be felt under the skin, specific weight changes or like skin changes, that can maybe give you a sign. I think it's the next slide now. Oh, okay, yeah. So like not necessarily a cause of cancer, but like what promotes cancer development are various like factors, including chemical toxins, different hormones, radiation, diet, and viruses. So like chemical toxins, carcinogens, just such as those found in like tobacco or air pollution, can damage DNA and increase the risk of cancer. So like, and then also hormones such as estrogen and testosterone can promote the cell of like promote the growth of hormone sensitive cancers like breast and prostate cancer. Additionally, like the exposure to radiation, whether from medical treatments, environmental resources like ultraviolet radiation from the sun or other exposures, can increase the risk of cancer. Also, your diet may play its role in like cancer development, I don't want to say cancer cause, but like cancer development. With that, like high fat diets or low fruit and vegetable intake may contribute to cancer risk. Additionally, certain viruses can affect cells and lead to the development of cancer. The symptom of cancer can vary. The symptoms of cancer can definitely vary based on the type and based on the person day to day. But these are very kind of general like things that can lead you to know, okay, maybe I should get this checked. Next.
Oh, were you not done? Sorry.
Oh no, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. So now that you've heard what causes cancer, here are some ways how people treat it. One of the simplest is surgery, which is just cutting the tumor out with the blade. But this is only applicable for cancer that hasn't metastasized or spread throughout the body, especially if it's in the bloodstream where it's impossible to cut out. So this is good for breast cancers and like skin cancers where it's pretty much confined to one area. Otherwise, there's also radiotherapy, which uses radiation to kill the cancer cells. But the downsides to this is that radiation in itself is carcinogenic, and so it can create new cancers while it's doing this. It also really harms healthy cells, which is similar to chemotherapy, which uses drug treatment to kill the cancer cells. But like with radiotherapy, also affects the healthy ones. Otherwise, there's targeted therapy, which targets the molecules that the cancer cells need to survive. It can interrupt the signals for angiogenesis, which is the growth of new blood cells that feed the cancer tumor and sort of starve it out. But similarly to other things, cancer cells are attached to healthy cells, and so it has negative effects. Immunotherapy uses the body's immune system to fight them by either amplifying or inhibiting it. A lot of the time, the cancer cells have developed ways to fight against the body's immune system, like constantly changing so it won't be able to recognize it. Besides these main methods, there are some like smaller sloping texted ones, like mRNA treatments or genetic modification. And thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Yay, great job, y'all. Okay, Ting and Catherine, do y'all have anything to highlight from your group, or any comments or anything from the semester?
Catherine, do you want to go?
I just have to say, Irene and Leilani, have been doing a really good job, this semester. Although we're just getting started, we're planning on writing a literature review with the two of them. So hopefully sometime in the future, you guys might see their names in a paper. So that'll be really great.
Yeah, that's a great experience for them too, and getting into the world of scientific literature already so young. That's awesome. Great job, guys. Okay, I see Amanda is here. Amanda, do you want to go next to your group?
Yeah, sure. My student, Isis, she has a presentation. So if someone could give her,
Yeah.
I guess.
How do I transfer the host?
If you click participants and then click Isis Gonzalez, and if you click her name, it should let you make her the host. Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Hi, Miss Schmeeding. It's Isis from your 2B class.
Hi, Isis. It's so good to see you.
Yes, I have a Google presentation. I'm not entirely sure how to show it to the screen because I never really used Zoom before. I
Yeah.
assume the share screen button.
Yes. It should be green. All right. Perfect.
Okay, my presentation is about Chris Costner Sizemore and her life with DID, which is also called dissociative identity disorder. What is DID? It affects about 1.5% of the population worldwide. So a lot of people have it, but kind of not a lot. It's about 1.5. People usually get it from trauma in their early childhood, like witnessing someone die or a corpse or something very scary that a 5 or 6-year-old should not be seeing. Because 5 and 6-year-olds shouldn't be thinking about death. They should be thinking about dinosaur chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. As of 1994, it used to be known as multiple personality disorder, but they later changed the name to dissociative identity disorder because they thought that name fit more because of how it worked. Because at around the ages of 5 through 6, the personality is beginning to be formed. And the trauma that the child sees, it affects them and it creates a disconnection between that as a way to cope. Chris Costner, she was a woman who had DID, as I'm sure you know. And it affected her life a lot because her case was very publicized by the movie The Three Faces of Eve. How she got DID? Well, she was around 5, a very early young age. She saw a drunken man's bloated corpse, an accident at the sawmill that her father worked at, and attending a funeral of her little cousin, about 5 months old, when her little cousin died. The publicity that the movie got, which was based off the book The Three Faces of Eve that her therapists Thigpen and Cleckley wrote, was very big and got a lot of attention to her case. Her disorder was not very accurately portrayed in that movie and book, so she didn't like it, not one bit. And that and the privacy rights violations, because while she did sign away the rights to her life story to 20th Century Fox, she did so not very lucid, I would say, just not in her right state of mind. After she stopped getting treatment with Thigpen and Cleckley, she got treatment with a bunch of other therapists, and some of that didn't work out. As you know, therapists are still people, and you have a relationship with your therapist. She went to Tony's Tistos, I believe his name was. And that was a major breakthrough for her. And she got a lot better. Like, a lot from when she was originally. With that under her belt of gaining a better mental health, she wrote some books about her disorder to try and correct the public's view of her that was caused by the movie and the book and the whole lot of publicity. Did it work out? Well, at least I know about it, and you do too after hearing my presentation. And that's all of it.
Yay, good job. That's awesome. Let's see. Okay. Amanda, do you want to highlight any of the things that you and Isis talked about, or you and any of your other students talked about throughout the semester, or anything that you think was really cool that you did?
Well, throughout the semester, we basically examined like multiple different psychological case studies, and we during each case study we dived into like the psychological and neurological like mechanisms behind each condition and how like the case studies also influence the world of psychology. And we incorporated a different like a discussion based approach to this, and the students, which was, it wasn't just Isis, there was also Angela. They were really involved in like their learning process. So I think they did very well throughout the semester. They did fantastic. We went through a lot of different case studies, like Phineas Gage, who had a pole go through his skull, and that affected his behavior. We did the Anna O case study, which I believe is the bystander. Oh no, we did the Kitty Genovese case study, which is the bystander phenomenon, which we all know about, where like if someone is in need of help, usually people that like see that person would tend to ignore them more if they're in a crowd of other people, because they assume that the others would go to that person's will go to help out that person. We also studied Anna O, HM, and we also studied David Reimer case, which is about a kid that was born a boy, but then was basically like not really forced, but in a way he grew up as a girl only, and then how like that affected him psychologically, and also like the psychological basis behind these sort of gender issues. So yeah, we went through a lot of different topics, and I think it was a fun semester, and they all learned a lot of things about it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. I don't see the creative writing group here, but we have a very active creative writing group every semester. I don't see Emily here, but usually they share a little snippet of what they've done. So that group has been very strong, just like your groups. And yeah, if I'm missing anyone, feel free to speak up. I don't see anyone else. Okay, well, if y'all have any questions or any comments, feel free to stay behind. Thank you so much for taking your time to share and just reflect on this semester. All of us are volunteers. We do a lot because we love our students and we want you to learn. We love students who want to learn. And Isis is one of my students at school. She knows me very well, and I know her very well. But it's great to just celebrate learning and know more about the world around you. So I hope that you high schoolers would like to join again next year. Our goal for next year is to do year-long programs instead of just semester-long. So that's something that's kind of in the works with the coordinators that we haven't really publicized yet, but just so that you're in the know, that's our goal. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to stay by and ask me and Ting. And thank you so much for taking time out of your Sunday to be here. Yes, and great job to the students. Catherine dropped a little comment, so great job to all of you, and kudos to you for doing more work outside of school than you're expected to do. But yeah, that's it from me. Have a great Sunday and a great week. You're almost to the end of the school year.
Also, Isis, you should probably give her like You should make Anna the host before you leave.
Oh yeah. Can you make me the host again, Isis?
Yeah, how do I do that?
So go to participants at the bottom. And then click it and a list will pop up and then my name will pop up. And then you click
Okay, you have two names. Which one?
either one works. Sweet. Thank you. I'll see you on Tuesday, Isis.
Oh, you might actually not because I'm taking the AP test then.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
luck.
yeah, good luck on your AP test. You're gonna do great.
I hope so.
All right. Bye, everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to stay behind.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you.